What's up, you guys? This is Rob from Guy Plays, and today on the Snapshot, we're going to be taking a look at an OG-ass weapon that has just gotten the Prisma treatment. Yes, Barockateer is at it again, and we've got our Prisma Grinlok. So currently, you can pick up the Prisma Grinlok exclusively from Barockateer. However, who knows exactly what the future will hold. Now, at the time of the recording, you do have 1 day left to get your hands on this, and it is going to cost you 500 ducats as well as 220,000 credits. Now, I haven't been under Mastery Rank 11 in ages, but do be aware that this does require Mastery Rank 11. I don't know if it means that you can't purchase it, or if it's going to allow you to purchase it, but you won't be able to equip it. I have no clue. You can go ahead and toss that down in the comments below if someone does know exactly how all of that works. Okay, so before we jump into combat, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. So as you can see right here, the Prisma actually takes a little bit of a hit to its accuracy as compared to the original Grinlok. However, it is still sitting at 32, which is a damn good accuracy stat. Now, its critical chance has gotten a little bit of a boost from 15% up to 21%, and then of course, following suit with that, the critical multiplier has gone up as well from 2.5 times to 2.9 times. So you can see, they're doing a little bit of a focus on the critical chance here. Now, moving along, we have a very interesting one that they've actually messed around with, which is the magazine size. It's gone from 9 all the way up to 21. Legitimately, that is more than double. Moving along, we've got status chance, which I'm like rolling my eyes at this because legit, it's like a 2% boost. I'm like, you could have given us like a 5% boost, so at least it's an even 40, but you know, whatever. And then last but not least, this is where things I'm like, you're really pushing the whole supplemental stats with a little bit of crit in there, aren't you? Because the IPS has actually flip-flopped. As you can see right here, originally it was Impact that was leading the whole group of them at 93.5, with Slash following that up at 74.8. However, in the Prisma version, Slash has actually risen to the top at 93.5, and the Impact has dropped down to the 74.8. So you could see that they're trying to make something happen here. And let's go ahead and take a look at how that performs. A little bit of an IPS shakeup can really change the way that a weapon works, and I definitely feel like it stands out here. Now, what we've currently got equipped, and there are a couple different variants that you can actually use with this, is the standard like Hunter's Munition and a little bit of Viral. So as you can see, the Viral is just a half in the health, and then the Slash from the Hunter's Munitions and from the base IPS is doing a good job at eating away at a level 165 Bombard. I think it's 165 now because I'm sitting at, what is it called? Mastery Rank 27. So we cross our fingers that the Viral comes in a little bit earlier than it did right there, but you saw all of those Slash procs going a bit wild. Yep, it is 165 now. So let's go ahead and whittle that away. I think I can actually boost this to 170 because that might have been me at Mastery Rank 26, but it's really effective, especially when you go ahead and get a bunch of headshots. Let's see if we can push it. Can we push it? Can we push it? No, that's the highest we can go. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and play around with this a little bit because there are a couple different ways that you can actually go ahead and tool this. So this is going to be the Viral version, and what we can actually do that I've been playing around with is just take out Hunter's Munitions completely. I know you're looking at me crazy, but this works too, and it just kind of goes to the strength of the weapon, which I really found very interesting, and it's because of the fact that it's Mastery Rank 11, and I didn't realize that until we were actually playing with it, or actually looking at it in the what is it, the Barockateer stand. I was like, oh, Mastery Rank 11. I was like, wait a gosh darn second. See how those Slash procs, ooh, just get really nasty, especially when you got the Argon scope in there, because it does have that boost to the critical damage as well. So sometimes, you know, when you're getting all the procs right, this thing can get pretty nasty. As you can see right there, we've got some orange crits, and when you get an orange crit with the Slash, ooh, it just hurts real good. So let's take a look at the base of that build. As you guys were seeing a little bit earlier, we have Serration, Split Chamber, which is all of the normal stuff. It's a standard crit build, Point Strike, Vital Sense, and then of course we are running with Viral. Earlier we were using Hunter's Munitions on its own, and then we've got Argon Scope in there to kind of really push the critical chance. So you've got two different variations. We're just relying on the IPS solely here, just in hopes that it's going to go ahead and proc that slash. If you want to really prioritize that slash a little bit more, you can go ahead and do Hunter's Munitions like we did just a second ago. But the other thing that we also have in here is Deadly Sequence. So that's the one that's actually doing the big boost of critical chance, and this is a Perrin Sequence mod. Without it, it's only at 52.5 chance to crit. So with this, it boosts it all the way up to 94, which is very impressive. Now, another thing that I was actually playing around with was, alright, let's go ahead and get rid of Viral completely, and we can go ahead and toss on Vigilante Armaments. And the reason why I like Vigilante Armaments for this is because you get more multi-shot. And what that basically does is more chances to proc shit. And we're going to go ahead and toss on Hunter's Munitions as well. Where is it? I know it's alphabetical, and I know I should just type it in. But you know what? This is where we're at right now, okay? And I was actually just playing around with all of these different builds. And of course, it all comes down to you know, whether RNG likes you or not, and whether you get all of the slash procs in the world or not. But as you can see right there, I feel like it's still pretty gosh darn effective. So, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. If you don't want to mess around with Viral whatsoever, and you just want to kind of cross your fingers that the slash procs are there for you. So as you can see right there, we got lucky with a orange slash proc, and it just eats the hell away at Mr. Billy the Bombard over there. So it's nice to have a little bit of flexibility, but at the end of the day, we are all kind of doing the same thing, where basically we're just relying on the crits and the slash to do the dirty work, as you can see. Bam. The only thing that I do have to say with this one is we're focusing more on the critical chance because we don't have the Viral pushing up the status chance on it. So we wanted more critical chance with the Argon Scope, and the Argon Scope added in on top of the Deadly Sequence, so a lot of crit going on there. And then of course Hunter's Munitions is really where we're going to get a lot of the, what is it called? Hunter's Munitions, where we're going to get a lot of the slash at. We still have Vigilante Armaments, which also boosts up the status chance as well. But if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little bit of a traditional boy. So, you know, if I'm going to stick to builds, it's probably just going to end up being a little bit of Malignant Force and a little bit of, where are you? Rhyme Rounds? Where'd you go, Rhyme Rounds? Oh no, QRRRR. There you go. And that puts us at a 95% chance for status. I just feel a little bit more safe with that. Now, for those of you guys who are curious, we do have ourselves a little bit of a Corrosive build, and I feel like this works as well. And a part of me is like, it's because it's like, you know, up there at Mastery ranks. Not saying that Mastery rank 11 is very high at all, but you know, it's not like a Mastery rank 8 weapon that we're trying to make work. Now, the reason why I wanted to give the Corrosive a shot is because we have so much status on this. So either the slash procs are gonna go off and just go kind of crazy on it, or the Corrosive is just gonna start stripping away the enemy armor, which is always really nice. As you can see here, this whole time, it's just basically slash with a little bit of Corrosive. Whatever way you want to go ahead and play with this, this is going to be pretty darn good. And that's what I think is, you know, is nice about this weapon. It's nice to see an OG weapon get a nice treatment. Actually, one of the things that I really do like about this is you can actually use this out in the Orb Valis. It's not as, what's the word I want to say? Confining as a standard sniper. You still, you know, can get a pretty big view out in the orb and then go ahead and snipe down enemies from afar. It's very handy from that, especially if you're using it from an Arcwing. So lots of fun to be had, and maybe it'll give you a little bit of spice doing all of the event fissures, because trust me, I just ground all of it out. I have the octa-core ready to go and get some forma and level that up so I can put out a review for you in a bit. But that about does it for the Prisma Grinlok. Are you guys fond of seeing some old weapons return and actually be able to like hold their own? Because man, it's been a while since this has hit the scene. Regardless, that about does it for me for now. Leave all of your feelings down in the comments below. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. And don't worry, octa-core review will be coming soon. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.